There's been a lot of heartbreak this week at the announcement that the federal government is planning to spend $20 billion on 50 new fighter jets. I know from people that I've spoken to, expressions of heart through the media and conversation on social media, that people are quite distressed by this, particularly in a time where there's a lot of military tension and conflict around the world, particularly in the Ukraine, disagreements between the US and Russia and so on. Advocation of war is not something that people generally approve of, and it distresses them. The Radical Party responds to decisions like this by saying, what can we do to improve accountability of political parties when they make decisions like this? If the Australian public has elected the Abbott government for 4 years and they have a carte blanche to spend taxpayers' money, what can be done to make them more accountable, aside from threats of voting them out of office next time round? We would say, looking in the long term, that political parties should be more accountable by a more dynamic political process throughout the election term. For example, in Switzerland, the people are able to vote in plebiscites throughout the election cycle on major decisions that affect the whole country, and we would say we should look at something like that. In a situation where a government is spending so much money, we want to know whether the people agree with that or not. So could we, for example, have an electronic voting system like a census where people put in their Medicare card number, for example, or their tax file number, and voted online? And if you didn't get a 2/3 majority in 2/3 of the states of people approving of decisions like this, then it couldn't go ahead. Politics and people's involvement in politics should be more dynamic. I mean, we are the people who elect the politicians, and they should be always accountable to the public on the decisions that they make. At a time where the federal government is talking about extending the working life of people to work to the age of 70 to try and reduce the cost of pensions, where a government is saying it's the end of entitlement for people on welfare, it turns around then and spends $20 billion on 50 planes. From our point of view, we appreciate that there's a double standard there, and we're not surprised, and we think it's a deliberate double standard. If you're saying one thing and doing another, then you confuse people, and it gives you an opportunity to push ahead with whatever your agenda is. We want to turn that around by not allowing governments to make unaccountable decisions like this, and decisions which are hypocritical in the face of the other statements that they're making. So let's look at a plebiscite system, for example. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts. Give us some feedback. Thanks.